straight ahead at yourself on your phone, it looks like you're looking off into nowhere. I should actually be looking off into nowhere to be looking straight ahead. This is like the dumbest design ever. Oh god, the things we suffer through to make a floss tube. Hi, I'm Steph. I'll be your Flosstuber for tonight. I just want to put it out there right now. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm doing this on the fly. We're winging this. I don't have too much of a game plan. I just kind of wrote down some projects that I made so I wouldn't forget anything. I have no editing equipment. I have no editing software at the moment, so hopefully that'll change. I'll be able to insert pictures, do all that neat shit that everybody else does. But as of right now, we are raw dogging this. I mean, my phone is just stacked up on a bunch of boxes. That's how well prepared I am and how jank this is going to be. So, heads up. This is what you're in for. I don't really... Ooh, am I going to be one of those people that ums and a lot? I hope not. I apologize if I do. I'll try and make a conscious effort, but no guarantees because I am easily distracted. My mind is actually kind of like a pinball machine, so it's always like going every which way on multi-ball at once. I babble a lot, as I'm sure you're already starting to gather. My cross-stitching story, I don't really have any heartwarming origins. I don't really have a heart, so I guess that's to be expected. I actually hated cross-stitch. Hated it! For I don't know how, for hell, up until last year when I started stitching. I live in the Midwest, so most of the craft fairs and stuff like that, you'll see a lot of cross-stitch, but it usually consists of 3 things. America, livestock, and Jesus. And none of those things really, really do it for me. I mean, I respect the craft, but those things, oh, they just had put such a bad stigma on it for me. And so I stayed away from it. I hated it. Until one day, just going to the coffee shop, I see 2 girls over there working on some crafty crap. I'm an avid knitter. I love stuff like that, so I'm just like, I'm going to go insert myself into their conversations like I'm their friend. No idea who these people were. So nice of them just to humor me and be like, what the hell are you doing, lady? And this lady, she was working on a Stranger Things project on Black Ada, and it just blew my mind. I have no idea why I never made the leap that you can make neat shit on something like that. Not like your good old Quaker samplers. You know, nothing but respect for those, but the stereotype that I had built up. It never registered that I could do neat stuff like Ninja Turtles, Marvel, X-Men, what have you. Until I saw that project, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna do all the cross-stitching things because that's cool, and I need another time-consuming hobby. Fast forward 1 year, didn't think about it again. Didn't look back, never crossed my mind until... I have no idea how I made the connections from A to Z with this story on how I began cross-stitching, but I credit the Has-Been Hotel Addict music video. If you're a fan, you know what I'm talking about. Absolutely brilliant. But when I saw that opening scene, like the silhouette, I'm like, holy shit, I want to cross-stitch that. I need to cross-stitch that. Why I made that leap when I'd never thought about cross-stitching at all up until that point, never know. I mean, divine inspiration, lightning, no clue. But it happened, and here I am. I started chasing down that white rabbit hard. I fell down that rabbit hole because, whew, I'm obsessed. I have no idea where I was going with that train of thought. That's cool. Hopefully I can learn to edit and edit that out because, dang, I look dumb right now. So, get into the good shit. What you're all really here for. See my crafty crap. That's why I started a Flosstube so I can finally show off and be like, look at me, look what I made. I made the thing. Appreciate me. Damn it. Notice me, please. Nobody here does. So, very first project. I'm, of course, seeing that video, I wanted to go right to the big boys, but I figured maybe I should get a little bit of practice first. I know who does that, right? So, I really like geeky things, and I really like Halloween. So naturally, my very first project is a Mario Halloween project. Shabam! Look at that! Oh! It's so great! Yeah, this is where I learned it all. This is what popped my cross-stitching cherry. Mario, Halloween, thank you. I don't really know what to say about this one. Do I have any notes? I like notes. Notes are good. Because I don't know what I'm talking about. Nope. Basically, all I did to learn was I drank a lot of beer, started playing with a lot of needles. That sounds really horrible, but we are just going to roll with that right now. And a few months later, I was a monogamous stitcher at the time. This is what it was. We'll get one more, like a little Star Wars roll going on there. Hope it's still showing because I can't see. Isn't that great? Oh. After that, I decided, that was at the end of the, 2020 when I started that one. Was it? No, last year, 2019. I don't know. Point is, beginning of 2020, there we go. I decided I wanted to try all kinds of different things. And one of the first ones I did was just one of the little counted ones, not a full coverage one, like that. So I decided to make a birthday gift for my roommate. And she's also a gamer, really big into the Bloodborne. So oh god, glare! Oh, y'all can see my shitty setup, look at that. You're welcome. I don't know how to get around that. Oh, crappy. Let's cover that up. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing that. I prefaced that. But here we are. Good enough, right? Yay. This one was actually... Okay, we're just going to set that down because that glitter's going to bother the shit out of me. This is a project I found on Etsy by the Pixel... Oh, shit, wait, no. Mario. Mario is by... I wrote this down. Try to be prepared-ish. Not really. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm winging this. Mario was by the Pixel Stitch Patterns. This one, the Bloodborns, is by Controversial X Stitch. Both of those patterns I found on Etsy. The Bloodborne one was actually surprisingly hard for me. I don't know if it's because of the fact that I have dyscalculia, which is basically I'm dyslexic with numbers. Sometimes if there's something that doesn't have a pattern specifically breaking up, well, all these whew, great start. All of these cross-stitch squares, there we go. If I don't have something breaking up, it's actually really hard for me to see at times, and they start to bounce and blur and spin. And counting can sometimes be hard for me because it takes me a moment to process what the number is. So when I'm trying to count, I'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, crap. And then I'll finally get it. It just takes me several tries. And yeah, I did have to frog a lot on there. But also what might have made it difficult for such a small pattern, it was actually broken up into 4 separate sections, which made it really, really hard to read. So I don't know if it was the pattern or dyscalculia, a little bit of both. But I had so much fun doing that one, especially when I got to stain the fabric with tea and coffee. I'm sure there's a better method than what I did, but I just dumped a bunch of coffee grinds around the edges, poured some tea over and called it a day. I'm like, there, it'll look great. It's fine, it's wonderful, everything's fine. Turned out great. And then adding the little drippies with watercolor, so much fun. Such a simple effect, totally brought it all together. Okay, I was going to show it again, but not with that glare. Sorry. Next, after that, I wanted to try something on black fabric because everybody's talking about how hard it is. Really, it surprisingly wasn't that hard for me. But with a black fabric one, I decided to go the witchy stitcher route because that just seems kind of like a cross-stitch rite of passage. And we started off with Back to the Future. Oh, look at that. This one went so much smoother than my other one, the Bloodborne. I don't know if it was just because I was starting to get the hang of it or the pattern was better. Cruised through that. I actually had more trouble with the back stitching on the lettering. Notice there is no back stitch around there. Reason for that, I just couldn't get it to look right. Every time I was supposed to be a bright blue stitch around it, it just looked like crap every single time. Even though I totally nailed it down there on the DeLorean. But up here, no. I don't know what happened. So I just kind of said, screw it, called it a day, and went about my way with it. As you can see, I'm definitely one of those people. I finish a project and then I just go right to the next one. No ironing, no finishing. I hope it's not going to be a consistent thing. I hope I'll put my stuff up all nice and pretty, but right now, oh no. The next thing I wanted to try was Sal's. All the Sals. So I sallied forth. Oh god, that was bad. It's fine. My first Sal did not go over well at all. I got burned, salted and burned. It was Supernatural Sal. It was supposed to be a year-long project, paid for. I'm not going to mention the artist because it was bad. They were constantly late. I'm not like a day or two late. I'm talking like weeks, sometimes even almost a month late on releasing the sections of it. And I just got so pissed off with that. But what really was a deal breaker was after doing all this here, I mean, it's not a lot, but when you're kind of new to it, it is a lot. She changed the pattern. They're like, oh, hey, I'm sorry. I changed this up. You have to either rip it out, or kind of fudge around it. I'm like, the fuck? What? Are you not done with this? Turns out she was not. She was winging it and making it as she went along. Which I can respect winging it, but when it's like a paid project like that, it should be done and ready to rock and roll. It was not, and I got so pissed off. So after that thing, I just said, fuck it. I'm done. Let's move right along. So, for whatever reason, I'm a bit of a masochist. After that horrible experience with the Sal, I decided to try another Sal. Fortunately, this one was so much better. It is Beetlejuice. One of my favorite movies, favorite cartoons ever. Let's see if we can get that whole thing in here. Oh, so look at that. The colors on this, like, obviously I'm not finished with it. I got very distracted, but we'll get to the reason why I was distracted here in a little bit. But Villainous Designs, Etsy, this was her first Sal. So much fun. Like, the detail on it is great. Each room, different theme. And what I actually found out was, come across was a lot of fun, is people doing the alternate, making their own alternate versions. And some of the stuff they did, I'm like, oh my god, do I respect the original pattern, or do I go with this really cool ass shit that you're making? Oh, deciding is hard. I don't know what to do. So I don't know if I haven't decided if I'm gonna stick to the original or change a couple things, but I'm thinking there might be a few spots I'm gonna change as I go along. I really need to get back to this one. It has been so long since I've touched this baby, but again, we'll get to that in a few minutes here. Still on the Sal kick. This one, even less done on it. Again, a reason. Oh, there I go with the ums again. I'm so sorry. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Notice that lovely little needle minder? I'm totally going to be one of those people. I love my needle minders to match my project. Absolutely realize need that with all my projects. Not there yet with all of them, but I'll get there. It's not very much done at all. It's all released now. And she's done just starting a new one with the monsters I want to do. This is Olivia Lee Studios, again, on Etsy. Etsy is the happening place for cross-stitch patterns. But the reason I got distracted with, oh god, oh man, this is difficult, just talking to yourself. I talk to myself all the time, but when I'm talking to myself, trying to make it make sense to other people, that is a challenge, my friends. The reason I got distracted and have completely stopped the Beetlejuice and the Rocky Horror Picture was because of my big projects. From the very beginning, I wanted to do a big one with the Angel one, so I dove right into it fairly quickly. I ordered fabric, and when the fabric for my big boys came in, everything came to a screeching halt, and I needed to make those big ones. I really hope I can get some editing pictures in so you can see what this is going to look like in the end. Because right now, it's just a little bit unimpressive, but I still think it's so cool. This is my angel web. It's a pattern I did myself. I just kind of took a screenshot of the opening scene, threw it in with stitch, called it a day after that. And here I go. I'm off to my first giant full coverage. I am cruising right along with this. Except this one, actually, we got in a really, really big fight there for a while, and it had to go in timeout. What happened was, this was the very first big one I started. And I did 2 other ones after this. Like, each week I was starting a new big one. And when I got back to this one after the other 2, I didn't realize it, but I had started it in a different spot than the other 2. The other 2, I think, like with the gridded fabric, I started right below the corners. This one, I started on the line, and I did not notice that until several hundred stitches later, and when things weren't adding up right. Oh man, I experienced my first really disheartening moments with having to frog everything, because it was just so off, and it was going to affect the entire pattern. So I frogged the hell out of everything, spent a few days doing that, and then I'm like, nope, I don't want to look at you anymore. We're not friends at the moment. Time out. Bye. But I couldn't stay away for that long, and I came back. There were still like a couple of spots I had to fix, and now we're just right back into it, and I'm having so much fun again with it. It's going to be a big one-ish, 25 inches long, I think. Hopefully, if I did this right. Not. Well, we'll figure that out when we get there. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say about it other than I'm having a lot of fun and enjoying the crap out of it. Moving right along. My next big project. Oh, look at this. Rookie move here. I did not take it out of the bag. Like I said, I'm a knitter. I usually make my own project bags. Like, happen to have one here. Oh god, it's covered in cat hair. It's also knitting bag / cat pillow. Here's a knitting bag I make. Oh god, shameless self-plugs. After doing that, I realized since I'm doing cross stitch, I need to branch off and start making cross stitch bags because more crafty crap. So, Chucky fabric. Oh, but wait, there's more. Vinyl front. Isn't that beautiful? Little Chucky stripes there. Oh, it's magnificent. Sorry for the zip noises. I'll try and be more prepared next time, if there is a next time, if you guys want to see more of this madness. I am a very, very big fan of Final Fantasy. It is my favorite video game series ever. I'm a sucker for anything Final Fantasy. I have no shame about that. Everyone in my life accepts this fact about me. It is very well known. And naturally, if I'm doing cross stitch, I have to do something Final Fantasy. So, I started with Final Fantasy VIII logo. Another one I popped into when Stitch and came out. I need to get a matching needle minder because I need something Final Fantasy, because I'm probably just going to keep doing these. When I'm done with this one, do another one right after that. But look at my boy Squall there. We're starting to get a face. We got a hand. I'm officially one full color done and almost done with the second color. There's only like 20 colors in this one, but still, it's an exciting achievement for me. I'm having the best time with this one. After trying like some of the ones with a lot of confetti on there, it's really nice just to have something with some solid color blocking on it just to cruise through. I can't wait to see this done. Yep. Well, moving along. Still, I don't know what all to say about things. Did I write anything down? Oh, I guess I can talk about that a little bit. Along with having dyscalculia, kind of a thing that's really helped me with it. Oh, this was in another project bag. Some more shameless self-plugging. We got Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. Why my Beetlejuice project in this is not in this one, I don't know. Look at the spiders. Look at the glare. Isn't the glare great? Maybe one day I'll figure this out. Oh God, please give me some tips. I know all of you out there are like, oh bless you, child. You're trying so hard, but it's just, no, don't, oh, child, no. I know, me too. My next big project, I wanted to try, I'm still like on the kick of wanting to try a whole bunch of different things. I wanted to try something with a lot of confetti. So I popped another picture in WinStitch and I came out with Levi. Man, I really hope I can get learn how to pop in pictures so you can see what I'm talking about. But this is Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan. Like I said, I'm a geek. I really like anime. Attack on Titan is one of my favorites until a certain point in the series. If you've watched it, it's right when they get to the sea. Anything after that, what the hell was the creator thinking? If y'all seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Love the horror survival aspect, and then everything after that, I'm like, what the hell does time travel and memory mindfuckery have to do with this series? Ugh! Such a disappointment. So I like to, you know, relive the good old days of Attack on Titan, and that's what this piece is going to be. It's something with this one. I'm actually doing fan art of somebody's fan art because I absolutely love this image. I don't know who did the very, very original, so if you know, please tell me. I would love to give them credit for it. This is just something I'm doing for my own personal use. And man, confetti is crazy, but just look at that. It's something what I've noticed with doing ones like this. You don't think you're making that much progress on it until you step back and look at it with a comparison photo. When you see those two side by side, you're like, oh, damn, I did do a thing. That's looking good. But up until then, you're just like, oh, is this even going anywhere? Is this worth it? I've done 8,000 stitches and that's it? No progress. But there's actually been a lot of progress made. My final project I have going on here was supposed to be a birthday present, but I hecked up a week I did it because it was a really quick little stitch. Oh, I lost my needle. Boo. I guess I'll just show it to you and tell the story as I'm talking. Dragon Ball Z. Move Wednesday around a little bit there. This was supposed to be a birthday present for my sister, but the week when I was making it, I had so much going on, and then I got so sick, and I couldn't do anything. So I didn't do anything, and I didn't get done in time, so now it's going to be a Christmas present, and God, I pray she never finds these videos and knows that this is supposed to be a birthday present for her, because I will not hear the end of it. You don't even know how I will never hear the end of it. 50 years later, she'll be like, yeah, remember that thing that was supposed to be a present that you didn't make for me? But I got it Christmas, even though it was supposed to be a birthday present? Yeah, that'll be my sister. This one was kind of cool. It's by Grandma Girls Designs, another Etsy shop. Actually, I think she has a website too, but I found it on Etsy. This is the first one where I altered the original pattern. There was supposed to be Goku up here, but we're Vegeta fans. At least my sister's a big Vegeta fan. So I changed it to Vegeta. I'm going to do a little bit of backstitching around his eyes there and give him a little angry mouth. I'm a little sad that the Saiyan part here kind of blended in a little too well with the background. I don't know if that's something I would change if I do this again or not. What do you guys think? Am I just being over picky with that one? I don't know. Maybe I am. Oh god, the ums, I'm so sorry. That's... Looking at my notes. Hi. That's it. Oh my gosh. That's all I got. What do you think? Do you like my crafty crap? Do you want to see more? Do you want to see my knitting? Oh, for fuck's sake, the ums! Let's see. I'm definitely going to try and shoot to do this every 2 to 3 weeks. That's my goal right now. God knows if I'll stick with that because I do have a lot of other hobbies. Oh, not a lot. I'm a knitter, gamer, read, stuff like that. They're all very time consuming and you can't really multitask a lot of them there. So if I go on like a video game kick, I'm not going to get my crafty crap done. If I go on a crafty crap kick, I'm not going to get my video game done. And I get really sad because I do like video games. They make me happy. So it's kind of hard balancing between the different hobbies like that. How do you guys do it? Because I sure shit haven't figured out a way yet. I definitely want to kind of make this a geeky themed channel. Geeks, pop culture, stuff like that. Because I have some troubles finding that on Flosstube. I really look hard for like full coverage and nerdy themes, but full coverage I can find, but nerdy stuff, either I'm not using the right search words or something, but there just seems to be a bit of lack on that, so I definitely kind of want to help build that up with the few that are out there. Last but not least, I think I need to do my Flosstuber duty and obligation of a couple of channels I watch shout out, because I know I just said there's not a lot of gamers out there, gamer channels out there, geeky channels, but there are a couple I found. And the first one that kind of got me into the whole watching Flosstube is Jamie at Crafting Gaming Jamie. She does a ton of nerdy projects and full coverage, so it's like the perfect channel. Absolutely love it, and I love the fact that she's a knitter now too. I'm like, yes, you're perfect. Don't ever stop. Put on more videos. Next is Darcy, Man Darcy. I'm sure everybody has seen his madness. Absolutely love him. Gotta love a guy who's comfortable doing the cross stitch. Absolutely love a man who's comfortable with the swears. Great channel. Cracks me up. I made the mistake of actually first watching it while I was at work one day, actually in the office. I'm sitting there just cackling away at my desk, and people are like, is she crying? Is she okay? Should we do something? I'm like, it's good. I'm good. I need a moment. Just, yeah. That was a great first experience with Darcy. Next up is Vonnie at Thread the Needle. Super nice, wonderful channel. Amazing full coverages. She's doing like some neat little tutorials now with diagonals, so I'm getting some good tips on diagonal cross country. I think I'm going to give that a go in the future. Next is Carrie at DNA Craft Geek. Oh my god, she does all of this fun stuff, but I love the fact that she has a bunch of anime projects. I'm like, oh, Sisters and Needles or Arms, whatever, right there. Keep it up. Oh my gosh, her Black Butler one, definitely check it out if you're a nerd. I'm just going down the list right now. There's so many I watch, so I had to like cut this down. 2 more left. Maybe I'll probably give more shout outs as we go, because there's a lot out there. Chelsea at Cephasparkles. Such a sweet person. She did this awesome unboxing of the 31 Days of Halloween with the Black Needle Society. Excellent stuff. She had a cute hat every day with it. Super, super fun projects. Like a lot of witchy... Man, I am just stumbling all over words tonight. Witchy Stitcher project. She has some great ones of that. Highly recommend her channel. Last one that I'm gonna holler at is Ashley at the Stitching Penguin. She has so many like Harry Potter full coverages. She's doing like one for each of the movies, the movie posters, and she's doing them all at once. I'm like, yes, this is gonna be great. It's gonna take you forever, but I will stick with you this whole journey. And that's, okay, that really is all I got now. Let's just see about what's the most awkward way I can end this. Just a really long silence or a lot of